Hey, I'm Bob at I Like to Make Stuff. Today on Crash Test, we're going to try out SmartThings. So if this is the first time you're seeing Crash Test, this is not a project video. This is a show where people send me some stuff and I try it out to tell you whether I think it's worth you buying or not. Now, full disclosure, they did send me this stuff for free, but they asked for an honest review, and that's the only type of review I do. So let's check these out. So this episode is brought to you by SmartThings. They create a system of things that all connect wirelessly to help you monitor and control and automate your home, which is why I'm interested in them personally. So all the kits that you buy from them have different parts, but every one has this hub. This hub plugs into your wireless router and it helps connect all your things to the internet. And then you can control them all from your smartphone. So after you plug this into your router, then you can connect all the different things. Now the kit that I got came with a few things. It came with a motion sensor, came with a power outlet, which I assume can only run small electronics, small appliances, but it'd be great for a lamp or something like that. My kit also came with two open-close sensors. These are for windows or doors to tell whether they're open or closed. And this is actually really interesting to me because we have a pool in our backyard and I have young children, so I don't want them in the backyard without supervision. So this is actually something I'm really excited about, so that I can know if they happen to sneak out into the backyard. The last thing my kit has is a presence sensor, and it's like a little key fob that you put on your keys or maybe on a dog's collar so you can tell if the dog leaves your house. So those are the items that I got in my kit. Let's hook them up and see how they work. I'm gonna start with the motion sensor. Open the app and hit plus and then hit connect new device. I sped this up a little bit. It took longer than I thought, but it eventually found it. Once you select it, then you can name it and tell it what part of the house it's in, and then you get a list of things that it can do. Once you set that, then you can tell it how to notify you, and here's a test of it. Gives you a really quick push notification. Now I also set up the open-close sensor in exactly the same way, but I wanted to test the response time. So here it is in real time. Pretty quick. So I was pretty impressed with how easily all the items were found in the system and how easy they are to set up. The amount of different things that you can have each one of them do is kind of impressive, and you can interconnect them all. So I started playing with this. I set up the receptacle here and I have it attached to this lamp. So from the app, I can go like that and turn the lamp on. Now I also have the motion sensor sitting right here, and it's telling that receptacle to turn on when it detects motion. So pretty cool. And literally that took nothing but a few clicks on the smartphone app. There was no real, configuration to it. So you have a lot of other things. You could have any of these things connected. You could have an open close sensor turn the light on, or you could have the key fob when you come home, it turns the light on, or it turns on music or whatever. And that's another thing that's cool about this system, is not only does it connect to these type of devices, but there's a huge list and a growing list of items that are third party, that are not made by SmartThings, that will connect to this. Looking through the app here, it can manage cameras, locks on your doors, thermostats, alarms and sensors, speakers, water sensors, fitness trackers if you have a jawbone, I think that works. And one of the coolest things for me personally is there's a maker section and there's a SmartThings shield for the Arduino. So if you're working on any project out of an Arduino, you can connect it to the system with that shield. That's something I'm definitely gonna get. Maybe I'll do a video about it in the future. Now one thing I'm a little disappointed about, and I don't think it has anything to do with SmartThings, but Nest products. So the Nest thermostat and the Protect, the smoke alarm thing, those are things that I have in my house and they're not supported on this system. It does support a bunch of other brand thermostats, but I was just a little disappointed that I couldn't get my Nest to work with it. But it does support a lot of other products that you probably heard of for home automation, like the Philips Hue bulbs, the Belkin Wemo system, which is kind of like this system. It supports drop cam, security cameras, Sonos speakers. There's a lot of stuff on this list, and I would imagine that that list is probably going to grow as more people adopt this standard or this system. So I'm looking forward to playing with this some more and seeing how I can get things interconnected and maybe adding some more items to the system. I will say that this kit seems a little expensive to me. It was $300, but at the same time, when you look at any sort of security system, they get pretty expensive pretty quickly. Home automation of any kind is pretty expensive. It's not something you're gonna do unless you really have the money and the need for it. On the other side of that, you don't have to buy a kit. You could buy the hub initially and one sensor and then add sensors to it over time. So it's not like you have to dump a whole bunch of money in to get started. You could start with the hub and maybe one receptacle or something like that to get going. If automation and monitoring is something that you're interested in, the SmartThings system seems to be pretty cool, seems to be well supported, and looks like it's probably gonna grow into something even bigger over time, which is cool. If you want some more information about SmartThings, I'll have a link down in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you back with the project very soon.